Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast. Last week's podcast had some really good responses from people. We talked
A lot of
about
feedback,
Very positive
good
responses
feedback.
overall.
a
Yep,
lot of
great
positive
feedback.
responses from Jason in
We
our
had some good
class,
Oh,
feedback.
from Era in our class. Like the teacher also wrote us a 3-page review, which I really
I
enjoyed
was on there.
actually.
Yeah.
No,
That's a
I would
very
critique
good,
Great
this
perspective.
after
Great perspective.
Oh,
and
very
things, great
constructive
things like
feedback.
yeah, very constructive feedback. And special thanks to Raid Shadow Legends. Actually, a lot of people clicked the link and we're basically millionaires now. So.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna talk about today is
The future,
is the
bro.
world about what's happening to the world, like sci-fi fiction, like how is
What's
it,
your
bro?
ideal future, Rizwan? What do you think some things humanity can improve on?
yeah.
I think we can improve on like the prison system.
Mm-hmm.
Like too many
There's
people
way
What
are
do
too
you
in
much
think is
money
prison.
just
going in
better?
there.
Yeah, there's way too much money going in there, and it doesn't work. Like most of the people that go to prisons and come out commit a crime again. So why
Yeah.
send them to prison in the first place? It's like prison
There's
should
the
be to. It
statistics
should
of
have a
that.
place.
Yeah. Well, what would you replace it with? Because there's gotta be some
Yeah, because okay,
act
like
of
prisons in
punishment
Norway,
or consequence.
they
Mm-hmm.
teach the people of the prison how to live a normal life. They give them a place to live. They teach them how to play. They like have a normal neighborhood inside the prison,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Honestly,
better because bitch is better. Because when
I
they come
know.
out of prison, they're way less likely to commit another crime, unlike here in the United
True.
States.
I have
Would
like
you remove
argument with that.
What would you change?
would you would you remove like drug related crimes like like carrying like an ounce of marijuana, right? People receive jail time because it's just kind of like adding
Yeah, I
people
should.
who don't really even
Yeah,
need
it
to be
should
in the
not
system.
be drug. It should not be jail time. It should be rehabilitating.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be
Like
better.
that's way
Wait,
better. And like you might say like there's one guy in prison, you're like, that guy killed my dad and now he's enjoying a normal life in prison. Like
yeah.
that's kind of bad, but still like
It's gonna
Living
cost
a
a lot
normal
more
life in
money, I
prison,
think.
bro.
no, like normal life in prison should be a good thing because people are less likely to commit a crime. But if that guy killed your dad and he's in prison like living a normal life, like you would
He,
not be happy about that.
yeah, bro. He
Like
deserves.
that's
True.
like the argument against it. Like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's a lot of point of views people have on this. Like my dad, he went to prison. Like he enjoyed it. He said it was good. He just played
What?
handball and shit.
Interesting.
Really?
So what would you
Yeah,
do right now
When
to
was it?
change that if you could?
change the prison system.
Yeah. What would you do?
I mean,
Protest?
first of all, I feel like protesting doesn't do anything,
That's actually
but I
what you
would
do.
protest because that's the only thing that can do.
Wait, why
That's the only thing I
protesting
have.
for criminal?
Wait, what?
We're not
Why should we protest?
protesting for criminals. We're protesting so the criminals don't commit more crime in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So we're
Because
basically,
protesting
when
moving
they come back
we're
into
against.
protesting for a better future, Kenny.
Protesting to change the prison system, bro.
Oh,
Mm,
Yeah, people might go against us, but like the truth is, like the less likely people are to commit a crime in the future, there's less likely to be more people that commit crime. Because
Yeah.
like if someone
yeah.
commits a crime against you, then you commit a crime against them. And the cycle keeps going. But if people stop committing crime, then there's like the world will be a better place.
like how do you guarantee like if you give them a good life in prison, they're gonna
Can't
come out good?
guarantee it,
You can't
Like,
guarantee
but
it.
like,
There's
Isn't
obviously
there
bro,
some
like
like,
yeah.
people.
examples of that?
Yeah, there's obviously some people that have a good prison life and they come out and do the same shit over again.
Bro,
But
those should
like
be
it's way less
justified.
likely. It's like more than 50%
Alright.
less likely
This guy pulling up
compared to American
statistics, bro.
prisons. Yeah. I searched it up right now.
Wait on it.
Okay. We're gonna need
do you
those
think that
sources
Europe does a
again.
better job? Do
Huh?
you think Europe does a better job with the prison system? We should model it like that.
Not all of Europe. Norway and Finland specifically, they do a really good job.
Yeah.
Because
What do you think is like making it better? What do you think is some things that we could
okay,
enact
no,
now, and things that we can like
they're
work towards?
I
No,
don't know
what
what
do
you
you
mean by that, but the thing in prison that's making it better for them, cause so they don't commit a crime again, is a normal life. When they live a normal life in prison, like a normal
you
life Like
What do you mean a
like a
normal
criminal has
life?
never. No, listen. A criminal doesn't live a normal life outside. He has some problems with his family or stuff like that. And when he lives a normal life in prison, he finds out how much better it is. So he tries to live a normal life when he comes outside of prison, gets a wife, gets kids, plays with his friends instead of committing crime.
Wait, so that's
Interesting.
a normal life? Like getting a wife?
And how would you
I
give him a
mean,
normal
that's an
life?
example. That's an
Yeah,
example. We're not going to
definition.
give them a normal life. They're going to seek a normal life after they go
What
to
if they
prison and
what if they
find
can't
out.
what if they can't accomplish a normal life?
Then they
Yeah, what if
start
they don't meet
committing
your
crime again.
standards? Yeah, but then are they just going to get put back in and then just get right put back out? Or they
There
become
there
like
Nah,
has to be
if they
there
keep
has to
restricted?
getting,
be some kind
if
of
they,
guidance.
you
Oh
might
yeah.
be right on that actually.
Because how
Oh,
do you
Yeah, because if
expect
you
for
just
someone
don't,
just to like
There should
accomplish
be
that?
numbers they could call for help or advice. Like how there's a suicide prevention line, there should be a line for criminals, for previous criminals that can call the line to get help or seek.
like,
It's actually a very
or
good
what like,
idea.
kind of troubles would you like? They would be like, "Oh, I'm thinking of committing one. Give me some advice not to." Is that what you're kind of advising?
Basically, and if they could call it to tell them, like, to be like, I don't know what to do. Like, I had fun in prison, but outside of prison, I'm not living the life I should be.
But do you think
They
that
would
they
have
should
fun in
make
prison if they're
connections?
living a normal life. Trust
I think
me.
they should make connections in prison so like they can get like when they get released they have some friends already outside or they try to
Yeah. That could
try to
work
get in
out.
contact with family
Probably
because I don't know if a hotline would be the best. Talking to some random person who doesn't really understand your situation, as well as someone who might already know your situation.
Nah, but the people in the hotline would understand the situation. They'll be trained.
yeah.
Interesting, interesting.
I
Yeah.
mean, the person on the hotline must have like experience, you know? Like,
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 We can make the people on the hotlines like criminals that finally like stop being criminals, I guess.
I guess so. There was one story in the unit that tied into this Kafka's Last Laugh. It's a pretty good story. I mean, there are
Yeah.
some key takeaways from it that I think just kind of show how kind of messed up it is. First off, the individual, we see that they were like they were at the New York Stock Exchange and they were doing some activity that was unprecedented. So then when they got raided and whatnot, and then they were unconscious for their hearing. So their lawyer agreed to several terms and conditions that the person wouldn't have accepted it had they been at their court appearance. What do you guys think about that? Do you think like there should still be court hearings for individuals who are unable to attend with a conscious mind and are you know
I feel like that's just not
unable to
the
think
right
for
to do,
themselves?
bro. That's not the right thing to do.
Yeah. That's messed up.
How are you
Like
gonna
when
choose for someone else?
well, I mean, what if they have no family members or friends, right? Like, how are you gonna be able to? And they can't like think for themselves. Maybe they have some condition where they're not able to think straight at the moment, and they need some time to cool down or some medication, and they're just acting up.
Yeah,
Do
I mean
you, do
that
you put them on hold? Like,
yeah, it
and
has to
then
be
what if
on
they never
hold.
recover, right? Like, then you're putting tax dollars into something that's basically with no hope, no end goal, because the individual may not be able to recover. It's like, what do you do in that scenario? But they still committed a crime and you still want to charge them for it.
I mean, they unconsciousness, right? I mean, they
Yeah,
unconscious.
yeah,
I mean, so we can delay the trial, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
So
Bro,
do you think it would like have to be very case to case, or do you think there could be like a set number of days where it's like, okay, well, we need this. Otherwise, do you think you should like hand it out? There should be like an organization that kind of is for the person. The like defense attorneys, right? So they're trying to just settle it, or I don't know. Maybe there's an organization that can come up and be like, hey, we're willing to take cases for the benefit of this individual. We'll try to work with them, you know,
Uh,
to the
I mean, if
best.
they get the money, they can do anything.
100%. Yeah. Another part from the story that was kind of crazy was the wage, right? Like how they were paid 50% reduction of 1/10 of the federally set minimum wage minus 360% of the taxes paid by the median household, which averaged to 0.7 cents an hour.
oh
Like
yeah.
at that, I mean, at that rate, I don't think that you should be even like be given a wage because it's just kind of pitiful, right? If you work a 40-hour a week, which they may be overworking them, but assuming that they are able to only work 40 hours a week, they would make only $14.56 a year. It's not a whole lot of cash.
Yeah.
Like, and then
It's not
especially when
bad.
you come out, right? When you come out, you don't have a lot of cash to work with because you might have been in there for 3 years, but you might have bought stuff at the store there. You might have got some ramen, and you're only walking out with $5 in your pocket. Not really gonna get you anywhere. And then you got labeled as a criminal record, and it's gonna be hard to get jobs.
Yeah,
True,
that's
that's true.
true. So the prison system that Rizwan gonna invent one day,
Yeah, Rizwan, lead the way, bro.
like
I'll be
yeah,
leading the way, bro. Don't worry.
become
Dude,
their
I'd
head.
actually be interested in that. We'll see Rizwan get elected.
Uh-huh.
Oh no,
Everything.
bro.
I know that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I
I'm following with him, bro. He's insane.
am pretty insane.
That is crazy.
Yeah, insane.
So what else you
That's
guys
insane, Jarvis.
what else you guys gonna change like in
The
today's
school
like
system, bro. The school system is
school system?
trash.
How's the
What's wrong
school
about
Yeah,
it?
system?
bro. The school system is just about memorizing. There's no learning involved.
I get what you're
Yeah,
trying to say, but I feel like school is just for people to socialize,
You
No.
make connect.
socialize and make connections and know how to
Why
communicate with other people. And
Do you
also because of child labor.
Yeah, prepare you
labor?
for college.
No, no, no. School was in like we go to school because to like stop so child labor doesn't exist. If we don't go to school, there's gonna be too much
oh,
child labor.
I
I
get
used
what
to
you're
have
It's
a
saying.
actually
teacher
a thing.
that said that school was for learning to learn. What the heck?
Learning how to learn
He's
so
not
Is
when
that a
wrong.
you go to get ready for college, you're like, you know what you
yeah?
want.
Yeah,
Actually,
for
But you
college
already
is
college.
know
easier, bro.
you hate math, so you're not gonna go and study math, right? It's kind of redundant at that point. So you're gonna go focus on the major where you don't need any math at all. Maybe somewhere in the humanities section, and you're gonna try and go there, and maybe
That's
you
stupid.
find something you like. And there,
Yeah,
you can set up your future. Whereas, when you're 7 or 8 years old, you kind of just have to learn everything so you can see what you like and what you don't like. But I think we need to normalize failure at some point because it's a very negative connotation, right? Always carries like a heavy thing. So instead of like, you know, um, telling people, oh, it's always bad, trying to make it more of a learning experience. Because, when a teacher sees a kid doesn't have to kind of split the paper down and just pat it, but they don't like tell them, maybe they're not trying to make the effort of, hey, come in class, see if we can work this out. Is there something that's up? You know,
yeah.
It's just a school system that makes the kids not want to go to school. That's a fact.
really.
Yeah.
I don't think people just don't want to go to school because they don't want to. Like people that have friends and stuff like that and that have fun in school, they want to go to school every day.
Exactly. It's a
No,
great
but they don't
social
want to go to school
area.
and do the work, right? Because it's just
Nah, who
Oh
does?
yeah, they
the
just
work
go
is
to
just
school.
boring. It's just memorizing. They test you on things that doesn't even that doesn't really matter for your future.
They test you on your ability to learn,
hmm
Yeah,
One
it's
thing
your
I did
ability
learn
to
through this class.
memorize. Your ability to
the
memorize.
ability to learn, the ability
Whoever
to
has
learn.
no. Whoever has a better memory is gonna
Memorizing
be
is
better.
learning. Memorizing is learning. What are you talking
Memorizing
about?
is not learning.
Memorizing is
No,
like part
no,
of
no.
learning. Memorizing is part of learning.
I could literally memorize I don't know, a script right now. I'm gonna forget in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
great
But
example
you
to
learned
support
it.
to
But you
support
learned it.
AP,
I
right?
didn't learn
I
it.
know
I
the
just
rock
memorized the
cycle,
words.
No, no, no. Listen,
but
I
it
listen.
memorized
was
the
useless.
words. I
You
memorized
read
the
an
words that are
English
connected
passage.
to
You read
something.
an. Now listen,
Let's
listen.
no.
You
Listen
read
to me.
it.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Let's say you have a biology test, right? You're reading these
Yeah.
words that you don't even know what they mean, but you see a question that has this word and you already know the answer because that word is connected to the other word, but you don't really know what that means.
that's true.
So you're not really
Yeah,
learning. You're just memorizing the words.
Sometimes you
What do you
forget
want? What do you want to learn as a sixth grader, bro? Like,
I can do
Learn,
that. Yeah.
how
bro,
to play
What's your
Minecraft
fucking
for free.
solution? What's the
about
solution?
fucking real life.
Really? I want to learn how to get Minecraft
uh,
for free, bro.
no
You
cap.
want to learn how to get Minecraft pirated, bro?
Exactly. For free. You don't get the
No,
cash.
Minecraft for free actually works, but like you can't go online and shit. You
Yes, you
That
can,
stupid.
man.
sucks.
Yes, you can.
Then you
It's
can't
not.
save the world, bro.
Yes, you can save it, bro. Which one you even getting?
Talking about which ones
Nah,
we were
Which
we're
playing.
one's the
just
teacher
changing
have, bro?
topic.
Okay,
No,
no, no, no.
it's the T launcher one,
No,
bro. Kenny got the T.
no. Let's go back to the learning, the
Bro,
memorizing.
that's what I'm
So
saying, bro. My
your solution is
solution,
like learning.
Is to teach
learning
sixth graders
about
how to do taxes, bro?
nah. I mean,
Wait,
you could start
don't.
by yeah, you could start by teaching them how to do taxes in a different way that is not like the real way. You can maybe try to do something different
That's
for like
math.
6 year.
That's
No,
math.
memorizing
Okay, listen.
formulas.
No, listen. Everything is not about memorizing. It's about learning. Once you
No,
learn
it's
how to
about
add, subtract, divide, multiply,
You can apply it in your
it's
life.
about learning. It's
yeah,
not about
math. Yeah,
memorizing.
you can
He
learn
he.
math.
Exactly, in English too. Once you read like a
No,
passage or something like that, you know the main points of the passage.
what did
That's
you learn
learning.
in
That's not
history, bro? What
memorizing.
did you learn in history?
World War Two, World War One, bro. I need to know
Uh,
that information in the future.
What does that have to do with
You
learning?
learn crazy
what's it
fast.
for?
You learn other people's mistakes. So you don't have to make them yourself.
Bro, how the fuck? We're not living in freaking
Exactly.
1990, bro. We're 1960. We're not gonna do
But
that.
you can like
We're in the
take
freaking
you can take
modern
a part of
world.
a lesson and like apply it to your life. Like, oh well, this is kind of like this nowadays. But okay, boom, that's it.
Now let's talk about this class, bro. What do you guys think about
Wait,
this
I'll be back.
class?
A random guy just pulled up to my house right now.
Bro, shoot
Okay,
out on
I'm
the
I could
actually not
block.
gonna who it
pause.
is,
Shoot out
bro.
on the block.
Wait, I could
No, that's fine. You
pause.
don't have to pause. I'll be back.
Yeah, I could pause, bro. I'm
Pause.
pausing.
Go. We can talk about it.
All right, resume.
All right.
And we're back. We're back.
So,
Basically, no
what
cut.
I'm
So
saying
we talk.
here
Yeah.
is that let's say biology, right?
Mem.
This is the example that I was talking about. What did you
Yeah.
guys learn about biology right now that's fucking useful?
You don't have to curse, by
Man, I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Okay, I'm back.
It's free.
Is it
It's freedom
paused?
of speech, bro. No, it's not.
We kept going,
No,
bro.
it's better
Okay.
if you leave.
Now we're
What
talking
is
about
it? What
biology.
is the random black guy? He was asking for my dad. I'm like, he's not here right now.
Oh,
That's
okay.
weird.
Uh.
Oh,
You
that
should
was
Saying,
the wrong
open the door.
answer to say to him, bro. You should have said
Oh
that he
yeah.
was here.
Definitely.
Yeah, he has a gun.
yeah, but say he's in the basement, bro.
Now he's gonna bring
What are
a
you
That's
guys
the
gun.
only
talking
answer.
about?
We
That's
have
the
one.
answer.
But
Now he knows you're alone.
Yeah.
yeah, bro, he's gonna come and grab you, bro.
Bro, are we actually? Is it not paused right now?
No, it's not pause.
Nah, bro.
No. Keep everything in.
Okay.
We
So I
never
was
pause
saying,
here,
all right,
bro.
Rizwan, listen to me.
Okay.
So, what
I don't want to
in
hear this.
all right,
Go.
what in the
Say it.
biology class did you learn that is useful right now to you in the
That I
real
have
world?
cells in my body, bro.
The
How is that
hell? That's
useful to
all.
know?
That's useful to know, so I know.
Bro, you're just capping, bro. Like I'm being serious right here.
Not in biology class, you learn how to memorize
You learn
information, which is a
it.
skill you
Oh
need.
my god. Memorizing
Memorizing
Not
is a
lying.
skill you should need. Like, you think we don't have to
Okay.
memorize anything in the real world, bro? Like, what do you mean?
Yes, but I'm saying that's not learning.
In a
Okay?
second, we're gonna have a guy who's been to prison join the call. By the way, he's one
Alright,
of my
yeah.
friends.
He's
He
gonna tell
knows
us
the
his
harsh
story.
atmosphere in the prison.
He could
Yeah.
join right now. He could join right now.
Why we go back to prison? Oh my god.
We're already 20
This
minutes,
this is
bro.
a
This
big
is so
problem in
easy.
our society, bro. Like, we have no. The United States is an armed nation, bro. There's like too much stuff going on. And this is Fernando Salgado. He was in prison in 2014
Tell us your story,
for two
bro.
Yes.
years.
How you doing, sir?
What
How did you
are you doing?
how did you Yeah, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
How did
Wait, I
prison
wanna
treat you? Do you think it was like do you
Like,
think it treated you good or not? Like,
do you want to know how a day in prison
just
is?
explain prison. Just explain prison to us.
All
Like,
right,
how
I'll
was
alright.
it?
explain how the
A
day
day
is.
and a life. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So we wake up pretty early, like around 8 a.m., and then we get to do chores.
What chores?
Chores? It depends, because we have different schedules.
You guys take
You clean
So
the
showers.
bathroom,
we
bro?
rotate throughout, like, weekly.
Okay, so
And
basically, okay, yeah, go, keep going.
sometimes there's jobs. People who are on good behavior have jobs. They
Nice.
get paid.
How much
Not
do you get paid?
not very much though.
Okay.
Cents?
Well, I never had a job.
Okay.
So yeah. So what does a job do? Like a job gives you money so you can use it when you come out of prison, or like what's up with that?
Yeah, and you could buy stuff in there too. Or like
Oh,
Oh,
trade.
okay.
nice,
Nice,
nice.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
How
So
much
you
did you
probably
end up
buy
coming out
condoms
with?
and stuff.
I never had a job in prison.
You never had a job?
Never.
Wait, what
Never.
are the
Why was it?
conditions
Because of
like
bad
in your
behavior that you
cell?
couldn't have a job, or like
Wait,
what's
wait,
up?
wait, 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 wait.
Because I
What are
always
the
Like
stole
a
some.
special program?
yeah, Fernie,
No,
Fernie?
it's people who. What's up
What are the conditions like in your cell?
in my cell? It's
Yeah.
very small, and you usually like bunk with
Some
another inmate, and you guys share one toilet, which is not
What's
the
the
best.
color of the What's the color of the inmate usually?
doesn't matter.
Dude, what are
The
you
color?
talking about?
Well,
Like the clothes?
The clothes,
the
clothes,
Section?
yeah.
Orange, orange,
Yeah.
talking about the
orange,
clothes.
Yeah, the
orange.
clothes.
Orange. Yeah.
Okay, not bad. So okay, now talk about this. Like after you do the job and stuff like that, what happens after?
After that, well, you can get breakfast after. Just, or
Oh, that's
Is
meals,
nice.
breakfast
basically.
is breakfast good, or is it just like inhumane
Uh,
food?
It's like regular food. It's not like food you want to eat, but it's food
You
that
have to
you
eat.
need. You,
So
You
you're just
think?
eating it for
Wait, wait,
calories,
wait.
not for enjoyment,
yeah, you're
basically.
eating it for like nutrients,
Do you think
minerals, and
it's
all that
better than
stuff.
school's food?
It's definitely not. It's definitely not better than school food.
What?
There's no way.
Okay.
There's no
Yeah, it
way.
is.
Kenny, you've never tried high school food. Stop talking.
I tried
What's
breakfast like pizza, soggy pizza. Pretty bad.
Bruh.
okay? Now talk about this. After like you eat and stuff like that, what happens after?
After, well, we usually have like gym time or outdoors, so we could go outside and just
Play
hang out
basketball.
or like play sports. Or what we usually do is like work out and stuff. If you want to,
Nice.
of course.
You work
Did you have
out.
to like take classes in there?
I'm sorry.
Did you have to take classes in there?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. You could take classes.
no.
What type of classes?
Take any
Like
or no?
Behavior
Did you
Well,
take any
classes?
classes or no?
I did not take any classes.
I
Oh my
mean,
god.
you stole in prison, didn't you? So like,
I'm sorry.
you stole in prison. You told us that earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to like offend you or anything, but like, what happened if you stole and they caught you? Like, what would happen?
Well,
Get beaten up.
Self isolation?
yeah, we would get isolated. Yeah.
Solitary confinement or like what?
How long? What did it
How
like?
long? Usually for like anywhere from like 1 to 3 days. Yeah.
Damn. Per offense.
So did they give you food in there or like was it
Food in
harsh?
there,
Like,
yeah. You're just isolated, so you weren't really around anybody.
so basically, you're
Oh.
trying to say is like it was a harsh situation and you didn't enjoy it at all.
Yeah, it was not enjoyable at all.
And like coming out of prison made you mad at those people even more. Like everyone.
No.
Dude, you just messed up his point, bro.
I'm just
What?
kidding.
No.
Oh,
So
yeah.
how did you? So well, how was the rest of the day like? Come on, explain the whole
The
day.
rest of the day,
Did you guys take
We're barely
showers?
at 10 a.m., bro.
we do take showers. Yeah.
That's good to know,
No,
bro.
are people in the showers? Do people have like separate rooms for showers? Or is it like all together?
It's all together.
The real
S-
question is,
Wait,
There's
what
like
happened when you
stalls,
dropped?
but you know the restroom stalls they have like walls that cover the whole thing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, usually it's just like the lower portion that it covers. So like
Did you ever
you
drop the
could
soap?
easily look over or
Dude.
yeah, drop the
So
soap.
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
yeah.
man. You ever
Listen,
dropped
listen.
No.
I've
Let's
personally
trick.
never dropped the soap, but I've seen people drop the soap.
So
You know what
it's
I
actually
mean?
happened. It's actually
It's
true.
happened before, yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
Bro,
I
that
thought that was
actually
just a
happens.
myth.
No.
Wait, that actually happens.
It's not often though. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a
Like
rare occasion.
once a week type thing.
Wait, can you
Once a week? That's
describe
kind
it
of
in detail?
often.
Wait, can you describe that in detail?
I
Think-
prefer not to. I prefer not to.
So you guys are just looking at each other naked in the bathroom, which is like
Well,
inhumane. I feel like that shouldn't be like people
you
could be
don't.
embarrassed.
How's that
Oh
inhumane,
yeah.
Rizwan?
Well, I'm not embarrassed, but I mean, I
you had
I
a big window show?
don't.
You might want to turn on.
And
You mind turning on your camera and like showing us what it was like?
No.
no, I'm in prison, bro.
Any
It's
questions,
fine.
man?
We don't have.
Well, okay, when did you come out of prison? What year did you finally come out?
Uh,
I know you were in prison in 2014, but when did you finally get released?
like 3 years ago, so like 20,
Like early
2019.
2019, early
Yeah,
2019.
early 2019.
So it was before COVID. So you don't know what the prisons were
Yeah.
like during COVID.
Yeah.
Like you can't take showers together. You can't have two inmates in one like
You
room.
can drop the soap.
Yeah, exactly.
You can still drop the soap, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Still drop the soap. Wow, that's kind of crazy.
All right,
Mm,
so
so you probably
Wait,
did you
how
make
old are
any
you,
friends in
bro?
prison that you were in contact with? Like, what's up with that?
Friends in prison?
Yeah, did you have any friends in prison?
Yeah, you kind of need friends. It's very beneficial because yeah, you guys could say, okay, my bad. Say somebody has something that you want, and you have something that they want. You guys could like make a trade or something like that.
Oh
It's
yeah,
very
Okay.
good
Hey,
happens. Yeah,
you got
it's
something
Okay,
they
so,
beneficial.
so
want.
do they help you outside of prison? Like, let's say you guys became good friends, you go outside of
Mhm.
prison. Do you guys like help each other with stuff like that, like
Like
mental
in the
illness,
outside world,
probably?
like
Yeah, yeah,
once
yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
free.
Yeah.
We still keep in touch sometimes, appointments, but we usually go our own way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So how
got
many
you.
times have you been in prison? So, because you're saying like we usually go our own way. Like, what do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, but I've been in prison total 2 times, actually. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Wait, how old are you?
So
what
what's it called?
what did you do?
What were your
Oh,
offenses?
Yeah.
my offenses.
Yeah, like
First one was
I'm
tax
guessing it was.
evasion. Oh,
Oh, not
what
bad.
was gonna be your guess?
No, I just said stealing from
Appropriate
someone, I guess.
exposure?
Oh, no,
oh,
tax
what?
evasion.
No, let's take this
Okay,
seriously, guys.
exposure?
Like, actually, I invited this guy to talk about prison. Let's not
Yeah,
mess around.
I met you on Reddit. No, yeah, that's what we met.
So overall, you did not enjoy like the prison life. It like
Definitely not. Yeah, I'd prefer to be free.
What are some
no, you
Enjoy
prefer
changes
the
to
you
world.
be
want?
free, but like if your friend was in prison, would you like feel really bad for him, or you'd be like he's fine?
Would you come in the car to go back with him?
I feel bad. Wait, what?
Go back in in the system with your buddy.
I would definitely not. I
Oh,
would
so you
not go
wouldn't
through that again.
Hmm.
you would not consider having another offense?
No, I
Oh,
So
learned my lesson.
has been
you've
getting
learned your lesson
adjusted hard.
twice now. Okay.
Why do you think that? Is it really that bad?
Why prison isn't that bad?
Yeah, I'm
No,
asking you
prison
Well,
is bad.
if
He's saying
prison
prison is bad.
if prison made you change your ways.
mhm.
So what have you been doing after you got out of prison?
uh, I've been. I got a job recently. Not recently, but like
Was it hard to get a job for you since like
it was. It
criminal
was
record?
especially since
Mhm.
I had 2 offenses on my record.
Yeah,
Also
yeah. I
made it
feel
very
like one
difficult.
offense isn't that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty bad, but like
It
once you have
depends
two
on what kind
offenses,
of
that's like a
offense.
repeat.
yeah. It also depends on the offense as well.
Do you
Okay.
think you're gonna
And
commit any crime soon?
No,
do
no,
you feel
No.
like you
So
do you, wait, do you feel like you needed some guidance after you got out of prison? Or
I definitely did.
okay.
Who did you seek out for guidance?
Well, my siblings, because
That's
Are they
they
about
all
yeah,
had
bro.
they all had their
bad
time
idea.
too?
No, they helped me out though, because they had their own lives and they were doing good. They
Nice.
didn't commit any crimes like me, and they just helped me out.
So the people that helped you out were your siblings. So
Yeah,
people like let's say most prisoners that get out have no one like they're struggling
yeah,
to
yeah.
like live, get food.
Mhm.
It must be really hard for them to get in contact with
Yeah,
anyone.
I was lucky.
Yeah, you're
I'm
lucky to have
thankful for that.
people
I'm
that you can.
thankful for that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank God for that every day.
God
wait,
bless.
so
Yes.
so back to my question. So you said you're not gonna commit any crime soon, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
So this prison system like changing you to a better person. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like it worked like a rehabilitation center where it just made me rethink my choices and it made me think more about like what consequences could happen after making a choice.
No,
And
no, no. Okay,
which
listen. I
state
have a
did you go to prison?
proposal.
Rizwan, see?
I'm sorry.
What state was that or country?
State here in California.
This one. You're not
I have
gonna
I had
explain
a
it to me,
Yeah.
question.
bro.
I had a question. Can I have a question? Like,
Uh-huh.
let's say you're in a prison, right? They're treating you harsh. They're like giving you not no good food. They're putting you in solitary confinement. What if they
Mhm.
taught you how to get out of prison and have a better life? Would that be better for you? Would that be
Wait,
better for other prisoners?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Because like they treated you really harsh in prison, and the only reason you're
Sure.
not committing a crime again is because you don't want to be treated like
The
that again,
fear.
right?
You have the fear,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have the fear,
Yeah.
but what if instead of giving you fear in prison, they taught you how to get out of prison and have a better life, how to get a
That
job, how to start a start a good life, how to pay checks, how to pay taxes, like how to have a normal life.
Well,
credit scored, whatnot.
Would that
Like,
be better?
that would definitely be better.
You think it would be better than just like having the fear of prison, tell people to
No,
not do
Rizwan,
like
Rizwan, listen,
teach
listen.
people
Yeah.
not to do crimes?
Do you think that that system would motivate people to go to prison just to get help? Like commit crimes like
Oh,
No,
intentionally
it would
just
not. It would not motivate them to go into
It would
prison to get
definitely.
help.
because
Because if
that's the
they do a
thing.
second crime, no, listen. If they do a second crime, that means they're not listening. And if they're doing the like, if they need more help, they can just call a center that I'm like proposing, a call
Mhm.
center that can call to help for help. They can
Yeah,
attend classes, free classes.
but you're not answering what I'm fucking my question.
Yeah. What's your question? What's your question? Repeat it, please.
So you said the system was gonna help you get a better life, right? And treat you good and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So people would do crimes intentionally just to go to get help because you're
No,
literally
they
getting free
won't.
help.
Because
Mhm. No,
no,
because it
it's free
wouldn't
help, but
benefit
you
them.
can get other free help too. I'll let Fernando explain actually.
Because the cost of going to prison doesn't benefit it doesn't benefit you.
Yeah, but
You know
someone
what I
that's
mean?
like
No,
imagine
no, no,
this a homeless guy that can't get no help like
Oh,
in any
no.
way.
Because help is
That's
free.
his
There's
only
so much help.
options.
Listen. There's so much help around for free,
Then why is there
example.
homeless?
and there should be more. There's homeless shelters. No,
Bro,
I'm not
go to
saying there's a lot
LA.
of help. No. Listen. I'm not saying there's a lot of help. There needs to be more help. We're trying to talk about stuff that can benefit the society in today's time, and more help centers could help society. Is what I'm trying to say.
no, but I see where you're coming from, AJ. Where like they have no money to buy anything, and in prison,
Yeah.
the government pays for everything, like their meals, their housing, their clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think what AJ is trying to say is that we should like improve the we should help the homeless people first, people first instead of like
Mm-hmm.
prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Get them off the
Let's
street.
talk about homeless people. What do you guys feel like? How do you guys feel about them?
no,
Do you
no, we
think? Do
still
you
gotta
think?
get it from the
Means.
prison.
No, do you think they should be paid more? Paid more by the government, or like they should be giving houses, or like how can we solve the
Hey,
homeless problem in LA?
there's a lot of
Oh,
money, bro. There could be like mini houses built, but they just don't do it.
thank you for joining, Fernie. Thank you for giving us some of your knowledge, man. I
Or
think
We try to
we're gonna
kick
be
them
moving
out.
on in our
Thank
podcast.
you for
Thank
your
you.
no
time.
problem.
He
You
can
guys
stay
always
here.
leave.
He can no. He can
Oh,
stay
okay.
here to talk about the rest
Do you
of
want
the
me to
Stay
topic.
for
elaborate?
me?
Or,
He has
oh,
some good input. He has some good
my
input.
perspective. My perspective from.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
perspective.
yeah, yeah. We could go
Did
one
you,
by
do
one just
you do you
because
happen
Rizwan
to have
doesn't even let us talk.
do you happen to have a house that you bought?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
do.
got a house? Wow.
Was it?
I do have a house now.
Did you get a loan?
I did get a loan. Yeah,
Was it
Oh,
hard
it
to
must
apply
be.
for one?
it was definitely difficult to apply for a loan.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
So
like, was that only 3 years after you get out of prison? You've already got a house. Wow, that is
Hmm.
fantastic.
I
Yeah, that's
told you,
why
man.
there's like
My
motivation
my
just to go to
family helped me
prison.
out a lot.
your family helped you out.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you got a great
Remember
support
how I said it?
system, I
So you
guess.
got a loan on your name, right? Not your like family or
Yeah,
sister's
on
name.
my name. Yeah, my name.
On your name.
Okay.
That is astounding.
Hmm.
That's just motivating me just to go to prison right now, bro.
Now, prison definitely helps out some people, but don't get it twisted. Fernando's an outlier. Like most
Mhm.
people that come out of prison don't succeed like Fernando did.
Yeah.
He had help. He had the proper help
Yeah.
he needed.
Yeah. I was lucky.
Mm.
Yeah, he's been to prison twice, bro.
So are you proposing like a
So
First
company that
time,
helps the the prisoners that come out of prison?
I'm sorry.
Alright, is Rizwan
not
proposing a company or something like that to help prisoners, I don't know, get their
Mm.
lives
after they got
together?
out, or
Yeah, after they get out.
Uh,
Or
I think that definitely would help, like financially helping them and just
well, not
guiding them through.
financially.
Oh,
they
okay.
could get financial help too if they have
Mm.
Bro,
like a
there's
problem.
literally more motivation just to go to prison right there. Oh my god.
uh-huh.
You're
No,
gonna
not
get
just for
financial
prisoners.
help?
No, listen. Not for prisoners. Just anyone that's struggling, they can go to someone and propose their plan. Like, talk, like no. You're saying that prisoners shouldn't get money, but people that have kids, they're like my dad rents out houses, right? There's like people that get like $7,000 a month from the government and their rent paid for just because they're scamming the government out of so much money. Like they're
From
getting
Team
pools and new
Canada.
cars every month. Like they're just having more and more kids and getting more and more money from the government.
I don't think
So
everybody should be getting help.
Yeah,
Because
everybody should not be
it
getting
depends on
help.
the offense.
It
Because when
depends
you
on
have
the
somebody who
offense.
like murdered a whole family,
it had to be
like
investigated.
exactly,
The
exactly.
thing is, people are really good at stealing money from the government. Like, if you try hard enough, anyone can do it. Anyone can get thousands of dollars for free.
Yeah, you're an expert at that shit. Yeah.
Like people, like they can't pay the rent. They have to ask for the government for money, right? And even people that eat, like even people that can pay the rent, they ask the government for money because they don't want to pay the rent. Like, it's like kind of confusing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
going back to the school system, bro, because we didn't
No,
hear
Kenny, what do you want
Fernie's.
to talk about? No, Kenny,
Okay,
what do you want to talk
I want
about?
to hear
Okay,
what Fernie has to say though.
about what?
The school system. What do you think?
I think it's.
Have you been to school?
I have been to school. I
Well,
graduated.
he obviously dumb.
Nice.
Crazy.
So what do you think
Mhm.
about the school system? What do you think?
It's,
Is it good or is it bad?
Did it
I
make you
think.
do the things that made you go in prison?
Mm, no, but it's definitely not good. I believe that teachers are paid way too little for how much of an impact they have on our society.
We didn't even talk
No, but
about that. Actually, that's a good point.
yeah, yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I'm
Yeah.
talking about like what they teach and how they teach it. For
Well,
example, the whole point of going to school is just to memorize stuff and not really learn.
Jose. We've
no,
talked
no, no.
about
Let him
this.
talk. Let him talk. Let him talk. Let
No,
him
but
talk.
no.
We
But I'm
talked
talking
about
to
this.
Fernie. I know we already
No.
talked about this, but
You wanna
Fernie
have a
wasn't here.
prisoner's perspective?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
go.
because
Okay.
it
So.
definitely didn't. The school system definitely didn't work for him. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that. Roast them.
No offense.
It's fine.
what
I'll
do you
let it
mean?
I
slide.
What
Let
the
it
won't say
slide.
fuck?
like
No
there's some
offense on
smart
that.
people that go to prison too. People can make
Yeah.
accidents and stuff.
There definitely is. Yeah.
But
Yeah, because
that's a
people
low
that come out of
percentage.
prison. I mean, yeah, of course it's a low percentage. You accept everyone to go to prison and be like fucking smart, bro.
Well, why are you bringing this up? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't impact
Okay.
anything. What the fuck just
I don't even know.
remix?
All right. Next
Wait,
topic.
you
Or
didn't even
the
give us your opinion.
on on school and how we have to memorize things.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah.
I think that's dumb because say
memorize.
somebody likes math and some other kid likes English, and then and the kid who doesn't like math hates English and they're forced to take it. And
No, that's a good subject, but I think
uh,
Kenny has another topic he wants to talk
okay,
about.
never mind
Alright,
then. All right, yeah,
please.
Kenny,
No, we can say something about school. Yeah.
school.
Like you're
Yeah.
talking shit in chat, like that we're talking about different topics. You want to talk about a topic?
Yeah. Right now we're on school topic. I mean,
We
Oh,
talked about the school topic before, though.
Wait,
no,
let
we
me
We
check the
did.
didn't.
time.
We're
Keep
just kind of
going.
revisiting it back.
We're at 38 minutes, guys. We have 10 minutes left.
No, it doesn't matter. So, memorizing. So H is talking about
Well, we
biology
talked about
memorizing.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
you
you
guys really
didn't
didn't
agree
take
with
it
it.
seriously, you know.
Well,
Rizwan,
that's
you
what
didn't
you
agree
took it
with it.
for, honestly. For memorizing. I think other people just learn other things when they go to school, and everyone's going to be like, oh, it's only memory. It's just one perspective.
It's not really
Yeah.
just one perspective, it's the fact.
Okay, no. Okay, so how do we fix that? Explain
I
it to
don't.
us in 1 minute.
Yeah, what would you propose, AJ? How would you
Yeah, that's
differentiate school to make it
I
so
don't
you're
have
not only
I don't have
memorizing things?
I'm not
If you
talking
don't
about
have
a
a proposal
proposal.
to fix the school, if you don't have a proposal to
I have
fix
to
the
think
school, then
about
why
this,
talk
alright?
about it?
I
I
have
mean
to
he has
So
to
you didn't
go.
come to the
maybe
podcast prepared.
alright. Dude,
Oh, yeah.
no one came prepared. Chill.
Oh,
What do you mean, bro?
I
Let's
literally
he
did
hear
so
it.
much research about prisons for that, but
Guys,
it's fine.
He literally even got someone to come on. That's a lot of research and gone into it.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
AJ, what's your favorite subject in school?
Nothing,
What
bro.
do you like to learn?
I don't like anything.
I don't
Actually
Oh,
like
not.
anything.
like
I don't like
oh.
anything,
What
guys.
about
so
like a
What about you,
sound like
Kenny?
a
What do you want
sound
to
like
be?
a
Your
future
No,
prisoner?
actually, wait.
uh
Actually, let me think about it.
okay,
I
okay.
feel like, oh no, fucking art.
It's fine.
okay,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, you don't really have to
So
memorize stuff in there. You just be
mm,
creative and do
Uh
what you like, you
Bro,
know?
you hate memorizing stuff, don't you, bro?
Because that doesn't help in anything. What
Yeah,
Do you know
honestly,
Oh,
what do you
memorizing
think?
what
helps you in the
memorizing
future.
memorizing the
I'm really
mitosis and biology, bro? You memorizing the cell
Bro,
chain
not
and the freaking
mitosis of
parts?
biology. High
The
school and school
freaking
teaches you how to memorize and take information in. That's what school is for.
what's
retain the
dude.
no.
Yeah,
School is for preparing you for future, not
yes,
memorizing
dumbass.
about
And
information.
memorizing prepares you for the future. Like, what are you talking about?
How's
Bro,
it prepare me for future?
Because
us
a
memorizing
lot of
freaking World War
because
II
memorize.
lore, bro, is gonna prepare you.
because what a lot of people do is that they intake the information, they memorize it, and once they're done with that class, they just
They forget
never go
about
back
it.
to that. They forget it. Yeah.
Why would you even use the freaking biology? I'm going back to that shit.
You fucking hate biology, don't you?
Yes, because I'm never
Oh
gonna use
yeah.
that. Why
Kenyon, what
Like
do
the
you want to do in
name.
the future? What
why
do you
would I
want to do?
take history if I'm never gonna use that? The
Uh,
fuck?
I mean that's not really to the topic, but
Okay, never mind.
programmer. Yeah.
Programmer. Okay.
Yes. So that
So,
see.
So
have you taken any classes for programming?
No, not yet. But right now, back in school, I took biology. See, there's no point in memorizing the formula for biology
Mitosis, bro. What
that's
the hell is that?
relate to program.
You keep saying
Man,
mitosis,
so
meiosis.
you'd prefer to attend a school that
It's both.
focuses more on programming?
Yeah, something.
Okay.
Yeah, something that relate to my future
Then don't go to
career.
MCU, bro.
Not like
Oh my
memorizing
god, dude.
the
MCU.
name of cells. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
what Jose is trying to point out. Like
Mm.
yeah, Jason,
that's
Jason,
what
you
they're
haven't
trying
talked
to.
I
about
get
it.
what Jose's trying to
Hold on,
say.
hold on, hold on. No, no, I got this. Well, I think like that's like the primary school. When you like, when you get to high school, it's like you kind of learn it what you like and you don't like. Like I said earlier, like
You
I
still have
know
to
I
take
want
the
to go somewhere in the
classes.
medical field, right? Yeah, you have to take it, but just suck it up, Buttercup. Like, what else are you gonna do? Like,
Exactly. Jason is a
Suck
you're
it
fucking
not
up.
gonna
diesel.
I'm
know.
literally
You're not
forcing you
gonna
to
know
take
if you
something
like.
that I really
You're not
want.
gonna
Like you literally
exactly.
just
You're
like
not
AJ,
gonna know
AJ,
if you don't
AJ,
like
AJ,
something.
AJ, AJ.
I need to free up space
You're
for
not gonna
something
know
that
if you
is really
don't like
important to
something until
me.
you
Let's
don't.
not talk over each other, guys.
But
Alright,
like,
continue.
but like, if I know that I want to be like a doctor, right? That's my ultimate goal. Then, well, yeah, biology is going to help me, right? But it's like, okay, well, math isn't that helpful. But guess what? I can still apply math and everything. I can go shopping. I can be like, oh, and I can just do stupid numbers in my head and just learn stupid
Wait,
and be like, okay, I can solve this. I don't need to whip out a calculator all the time. I don't need to use my fingers and all the time.
Jason.
When I go to English, I don't really need to learn all the language, right? But like, I can make myself sound smarter. I don't need to sound like a dumbass. When I go to history, I may not want to learn these facts, but I can like look at it and be like, these are just cool facts I can maybe joke about, right? And use those when in conversations. There's different ways to think of it. If you look at it as everything is, it's just memorization. It's just memorization, like you said. Art is you can be creative. But if I went to art, I might be like, oh damn, I have to remember how to draw this straight line all the time, go at this angle and make this
Okay,
thing
can I talk now?
or that. Yeah, go.
I get what Jose's trying to say with the art. Like, he likes art. The thing is, like, in high school, in college, you can do whatever you want, whatever you like. But in high
No,
school,
no,
you
you
take all the
can't.
class.
In college, you're literally taking the general ed.
I mean, okay, you have to finish general ed first, but I can, like, listen.
I
You
don't want
take
to
all
take
those
that.
classes for a reason. Bro, you take all those classes for a reason. You need to know English so you know how to read,
Yeah,
like, your
English.
own, like,
Yeah,
subject.
English is good
So you know how to read your own subject.
because you only have to memorize
And
stuff
like
in English, right?
in high school, you're taking all those classes just so you know what you're gonna do in the future, what you're good at, as Jason said. And you have to take all those classes because people go in college, they have like a major and they switch it all the time because they don't like it no more. So in high school, letting you take all the classes so you because people change their decisions all the time, and you can change your if you like don't like English the first semester, the next semester you can like English. Like it all changes. So it gives you
Yeah,
4 years
but
to decide what you really want to take.
yeah, going back to Jason's freaking examples of what you're gonna use history for and math for, are you really gonna be using the
Bro,
bro?
you say
He
this every time.
he literally said that he's gonna use math for shopping.
Well, just
I
an
mean,
example. I mean, like
yeah.
it's a dumb thing, but like when I go out, I can be like, oh, I want to spend this much, and I can just do it. I don't need to whip out a calculator all the time. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
there, but
you only need
there's a pride
primary.
knowing I don't need to whip it out,
You only
right?
need first
It's
rate math for that.
yeah, but I can look at complex equations and just find out stupid things that I'm curious about. Like curiosity drives me to learn things I wouldn't really care about But then I learned, I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. Let me just use that somehow, and I might apply it to a situation I may have not have thought before. And I was like, oh, I learned something, and then I
Mhm.
move on. Maybe I don't ever visit it back again, but like if there was no
Obviously.
curiosity, yeah, I would be like, okay, it'd be like I'd want to live the same life every day, but I'm always trying something new. So I always like learning little random bits and bobs, and even like if they're not useful in my life, I can't apply them. Like I said, history, right? I can look at it and be like, oh, I can make a joke out of this, and I can use that when I play with my friends and be like, hey, yo, this, and then we might all get it because we all took the same history course. But if your mindset is strictly, oh, I'm just going to go and memorize something, and you're really going to pull nothing from the subject, and you're just going to hate it.
Yeah,
If I hear
And
that's what the
memorization again,
school
bro, I
system
swear to God,
does. That's what the school system does. It doesn't make it like
we get
it
it, bro.
doesn't.
You don't want to go to school.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my God.
Wait,
you make it seem like there's no
he's
positives in
no
it.
no. He's talking about him learning things by himself that he wants to
All right,
learn because
guys,
he's
let's leave this
curious.
podcast left
No
on
no no.
a
Shut, bro.
cliffhanger.
Can I kick this guy? I mute him. All right, he's already muted. All right.
You
So
can, bro. I vote.
Who sponsors this podcast? Blue Chew?
uh
Blue Chew? I mean, shoot, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
not
Usually,
talk about the sponsors yet, guys. Let's
Okay,
finish this
okay.
podcast.
Okay.
I was thinking Prime.
So basically, today we talked about prisons, the school system, the homeless problems,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and how we can rehabilitate all the prisoners to do good, well in their future.
Mm-hmm.
And before we go, I just want to thank the teacher for letting us do this podcast. We really enjoyed it.
Hmm.
And most importantly, I want to thank Blue Chew for
That was
sponsoring
really
this
awesome.
video. Uh, have longer, harder,
Shut up, bro.
it arrives to your house in a small, discreet package.
muted him, but I mean he's not gonna appear in the recording because I'm recording. So all right. So what do you guys want
No,
to talk
thank you to
about?
me.
Ended?
Fuck you.